Hello, it's Wardy Zoo here, and welcome to another video. It's Thursday night here, and I thought I may do a bit of siege before I do a bit of guild. I think I guild mostly farming, but there's a few little bits in between, so I'm going to give it a go. And I just want to show you, what I start with is showing you my profile. Now, what I want people to pay attention to here is if we look at my records, and people might look at that and be underwhelmed, which you have every right to be. For me, rush hour is 5 a.m. because I'm English and I'm on global. Just when I set up the game 5 years ago, I went global, just the way it was. I'm happy I did, to be honest. And yeah, so my arena says C2 there, but I am not C2. Well, I am C2, but I can get higher quite easily. My world arena is F3. I tend to just farm it, and sometimes I think about doing end of season, but in the past I would have quite easily been able to get about C2. But now this year I don't even know if I get C1, because this year it's just the player base is so small and it's so hardcore. I don't know what I'll be able to do. I done the C1 in Special League, no problem. But yeah, my guild and siege I could hang in G2, but I wouldn't want to hang in G2 because I get too tilted, I suppose, not in an angry way. So I can't be bothered way. I'm too old to get angry really. I don't really do that, but I just get a bit tilted of all the procs and stuff, and just constantly losing to procs, so I wouldn't want to go that much higher. And as for all the rest, it's quite straightforward playing. But what I do is actually one of my 112, because I sit in channel 112, as most of you know, one of my 112 friends who's very good at arena. I would just, because I don't go as high as he is, I just want to try him out. Now he's G2 currently, and I think he quite comfortably hits G1. And his defence has been holding up very, very well. So he's got a lot of wind on his fence. And I said, well, can I try your defence out? You know, to sort of see where I am. And he said, yeah, so thank you very much, Raz, for letting me try it out. And I'm going to just show you what happened when I do a G2 defence. Just to remind people that I am better than what my profile says. But my profile's not going to change anytime soon because I can't be bothered. And I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. to do a rush. So here we go. I did outspeed him. He chews about 277, I do believe. I shouldn't really give away his runes, so I won't say anything actually. But yeah, I that was my lucky break. Even though he got the proc, he didn't stun anything. So I managed to increase cooldown a couple there, and then my Zaos really done a job and managed to cool down pretty much everything. So at this point, I don't know why I done that. I could have finished off the Chiru there, which I should have probably done. But I didn't expect to be in this position in the first place. And he got a double stun off there with the Molong. By the way, Molong's still a really good monster. So don't you lot mess about thinking he's not worth building still, because he is still very much worth building. He did take the nerf. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's probably a bad thing for him to hit the Smaff there. He did, and you know, that was the end of him. But yeah, again, he's not a free neither. He's Swag, as you can see, and Swag is a very good guild. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that I can hang. My offense can hang because I've got a double Lushan and I've got a Tiana, Zaros, Smath. So yeah, and they're all well ruined. So yeah, I can hang. Right, here we go. What I want to do, I did see the first one straight away, which wasn't Farmer, and I just wanted to highlight the point of teams like this. Now, this is why I'm still a great believer in making sure that you do rainbow defences. And if you're not going to do rainbow defences, make sure they're really strong. So what we're going to do here is I'll show you, if you put a defence like this in, where it's simply wind and fire, all you know is you need a decent fire, and then you're done. So straight away, again, I'll put Rena in, and she'll just take the abuse from the two yellows. And then I am going to put Carly in, who will not get touched by anybody. Because what I will then do is I'll put a wind in so that the Vela goes for the wind. So Sierra and Chaz will both go for Rena, and then Vela will go for my wind, which means Carly will be completely left alone. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. So we can find any sort of tanky wind that we want. Nothing else is going to touch it. So this, and then you can just drop the bombs and we'll go. Drop the stones, I said bombs. And these are really easy defences to beat when they're like this. So we're going to Fumi here. We're just going to Lightning Drop, which will bring all the hit point down. Again, a Theo's a nice thing to go, but I don't need the Theo because I've got 100% crit rate, Lushen. And there we go. This second team, it's all speed tuned. Well, 100% resist, but hits the bomb anyway. And then additional, then hits the second bomb. Okay. So we're going to first time. Maybe I'll get a proc when I do. That'll teach you. Yeah, so already this team is procking like crazy. You're not getting another go. Straight away get rid of the threat. And we just sit back and dry. As easy as that. And 100% resist. Absolute joke, but luckily she has survived it. I don't know why I bother with anything in this game. Anything I try doesn't work. But it doesn't matter, this was still over and done with. If she got that attack buff off and got the 2 bombs on, I might have lost my arena. It could have been something different if it went procs, but yeah. Down comes that and win. And that's how easy it is. So again, a basic tip, and if your runes aren't brilliant, is just to rainbow, just to make life more difficult, just to fire, wind and water, just to make life a little bit more difficult for an opposition to sort of think, all right, what am I going to do to counteract this? I haven't got many full teams. Right, here, well, it is a rainbow, but there is no point to a team like this because unless somebody is running a really fast, swift Verd, which is highly unlikely, again, it doesn't really matter because you can just outspeed it. And if you can't outspeed it, just put a couple of fires in with Will and the damage can't be done. So, for instance, take even a tanky, so even a Praha or anything on Nemesis as well, any sort of Nemesis healer you have will also work because anything they do will just heal you back up. So for here, we'll go, I'll show you by going, yeah, Praha and Aerial, whatever you've got. Oh wow, all my monsters. I do apologise. So we'll go Aerial here, and we'll take the water. We'll even take the water lead. Okay, so we'll go Aerial, and then we'll do the bring back to life. So we'll go Smath. I know this isn't played. This isn't friendly for free to players. And then we'll just take a fire with Will. But it'll be anything, any fire unit you got on Will. Maybe that's the bad for me because again I'm going full nat 5s here. So what have I got on Will, which is a fire that isn't got a Kum. We could put the speed of the Kum and he'll just slowly take them down. I don't have as many fire units as I thought. I've got 2 I was like, I can't bother to keep looking around up here all day. Oh, the second team. Right, the second team. Okay, I mean, I again would generally probably just go Megan. I would be quite confident that I'd outspeed. I would go Theo, and then I would again Lushen. And this is a bit boring, but Lushen is just worth his weight in gold. So just, if you can somehow make a speed Lushen, and if you can't, Konami a Lushen. And he was a really fast one. Okay. But, right, so straight away, we'll just rain down on them. We'll say goodbye to the Lushen. I mean, any tank team is going to say goodbye to this. Any tank team. It's just not the power in the Lushen. The Lushen is, unless you're up against really good defences, Lushen's just ain't gonna hit fires for enough damage. So any sort of Rakam, Perna you've got, any even tanky Arnolds, even a good Arnold, I could use Arnold, and he could just leech the life back off the Lushen and kill him. Right, so here we'll do this, and then we'll bring down the Leica. He's gone. This is how easy it is. Round 2-1, no messing about. So unfortunately, I'm not particularly showing you. Look at the Galleon Pumbek. So the Galleon Pumbek, this is where I could show you. Again, this is what you want to do, but you go Garo if you want on this, which I will go Garo as well. So you've got the fires, and even if you know, the break defence, neither of them have got wheel. That Pumbak can only do, he'll either do 0 damage to the Garo, because he'll just hit him too hard and it will do nothing, or he'll do 30% of Lycas. Again, it won't really matter. And then we'll do another one. So I'm not scared of the Galleon, because, you know, both my Garo and Lyca leech health, so it's not scary at all. On his top team, I mean, I could Lushen it with ease again. It's very, very, very Lushenable. Again, Gani, we're just to reset, but we'll go a bit more user friendly and we'll try Adelphi. I'll show you the power of Adelphi, fingers crossed. May work, may not. Who knows? We could go Theo versus Theo. Should we do Theo versus Theo? Oh no, my Theo isn't wheel, so we'll just get reset. Let's not do that. So we'll go wind. So we're gonna play with my lag and Tyrannus. Screw it. Is that how his name's said? Who blooming knows? I don't know how to pronounce half the people's names here. So he's going to seal magic. That ain't going to work. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put, because I've got a feeling he's going to go for my lag. So we'll protect the lag and then we'll do cooldown. Pop. Cooldown increased. So, and then, of course, brought back by the Gani. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll just worry about Theo. Nothing apart from the Theo. There's no point in going on the other two. They're not going to do anything damage-wise between the two of them. I'm showing a lot of nat 5s off here, and I'm free to play, ironically. Okay, so that's it. Tapped, gone. All you got to do, these two, what these two? These can proc all day, can do what they want all day. You're going to get your goes off eventually, and you're going to kill them. Lag's one of my favourite monsters in the game. He's one of the hardest hitting monsters in the game. This was far too easy, just swallow it. Yeah, you can just do that all day, mate. So Theo's about attack buffs really aren't that scary unless you're really high up, to be honest. So, that did have an attack buff for Fran, didn't it? Wow, I'm tired. Okay, this guy's slow, so I should reduce attack bar a bit as well. This wasn't even a match. Didn't even start. Okay, done. Right, so that was a very easy guild. My apologies. I did have harder guilds earlier in the week. We were borderline G2 and we faced 2 G2 guilds in a row. But I kind of got tilted by having far better gameplay, far better strategy, and then just lost out to procs. Ended up with a couple of draws. I'm like, well, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. So, yeah. I haven't looked at Siege yet. I'm not sure what's really going on here. We've got one left on this, which is, oh yeah, okay, sort of it's actually got a 9. Wow. Sap did not do well against that. It's got a lot of defences, that has. What would be the best way to take a team like this out? If it's tanky, it's going to yeah, I suppose if it's tanky, it's going to cause a bit of issue. Got a few of these here. You know what I'm like. I like to kind of want to lash and lag that just to see if it works or not, just because it's fun. I feel like I could lash and lag that. Maybe not. I don't like Giant's Oberon here. Ooh, a lot of speed there, so that Bastet's likely to possibly go first. Nice little variation of the Come Theo. Rather than having a chairs, you have the Triana and just keep that Theo alive. I would go Molong, Icarus, Gani on this one. That team really fails. Here we've got a very obvious team. Normally Will Shield, go for Will Shield and hope for the best. On this team, it's quite a common one. But this is, we are facing quite good. I think we're quite high up. 1.7, reasonably high up. But yeah, that's what these guilds are like. They're a bit of pain in the bum. There's some really good ones here. That one, yeah, that's not even bad because you'd Garo Lyca, but that thing in the middle could still cause problematic to that because he can still wipe out all of them because he's just really OP in Guild and Siege. He should really be looked at. Yeah, taking a bit of a nerf. What I want to do now, because I don't want to do Siege right now. I'm so tired. obviously the baby's only a month old, and I might do it in a couple of hours. I might do a video. I just want to do on top of that. I just want to do a really quick spotlight on a few of my monsters that I use more regularly, just so people know what I've got. And I use so little Vio, it's unreal. I'm very much Swift or Rage sort of thing. So monsters that I use is my Megan, obviously Swift. She's Swift broken. She's plus 178, so she's a nice little build. She's got 23,000 hit points, 1,001, almost 1,200 defense. My Malaka I use, he's just slightly fast. He's on a fatal wheel, and he's just slightly faster than my Sierra, which makes sense. Obviously, my Theo, 208 speed, like it should be. Crit rate doesn't overly matter because he's going to crit almost all the time anyway. He's just standard. He's nothing special. He's Vio Revenge. My newly made Ager, I do like him. He's RTA good. He's good in a lot of places. Him, I've got Swift Energy, and he's 232, which is a nice speed with 31,000 hit points. So yeah, his speed, critical damage, hit point with a lot of hit point subs, like 30% hit point sub there. And this will need grinding this one out. I don't think I've got anything in there yet. No. My Molong, he's Vampire. Changed him to Vampire in 3 days. We had 3 removal. I haven't made him as fast as he used to be. I used to run him about 250. Now I run him at just over 200. Just no need anymore. I could make him a bit faster, but I've got him, and he does the job I need him to do there at the speed that he needs. I've got Ariel, which I use a reasonable amount, and he's actually got a very high hit point. Well, not very high. He's got 35,000, and he's about 205 speed-ish. Full Nemesis though. His speed, hit point. A few grinds here, 21, 16. Other monsters I use, this is my new monster, Bobrick. His Shield Nemesis Wheel. Shield Wheel, obviously, because of the stacks. His speed, hit point. He's exactly the same speed as my Molong, because his base speed is faster. He is therefore faster. So my Rawclaw I'm now out skilling up. I need him a little bit faster. I want him another about 6 speed faster, but I can grind a couple of his. His critical damage is 204. He's fun, he's Rage. My Juno, she's Despair, obviously, 33,000 hit points, 227. I could get her on wheel, but you wouldn't really want her on wheel because, well, you want her to take the dots and that so she can heal everybody up. My Verd is fast, he's Swift Blade, mine, not Violent Revenge. And as you see, he's 266, 100% crit rate. And his speed, crit rate, hit point, if I was good enough, I'd be able to get the crit rate without having to have a crit rate slot, which would be lovely, but I'm not good enough. Again, I use my Zaros. He is 210, 100% crit rate, 188 crit damage. He is Rage, FUCK, the Despair, I Cleave, he's Rage. Sorry, in case I missed out, I do the same for my Samath. He is Rage, I Cleave with them, I use them as Rage. They're both around 210 speed. They've both got a lot of 218 crit damage, 1,248 attack. Lovely, takes a lot of people by surprise. Other notable ones, I do use my Rakan. I wish he was a little bit faster, but again, he's a really hard build. You've got to try and get the crit rate, you've got to get the crit damage, you've got to get the hit point, some speed. He's a pain in the butt to build, but he's Will Vamp, and he does some decent damage. My Vela, he's a speed, so he's 260, he's Swift Will, he's at 30,000 hit points. I did have him on a critical damage build, but that got moved over to Tiana. This is my Bella Noose. I love this monster, quite fast again, 222. Most of my monsters you'll see are over 200 speed. It's just the way I play. His hit point could be quite a bit better, but I sort of want crit damage on him, so his speed, crit damage, hit point on Despair Will. My Daphnis is actually on a fatal energy. I do want to try and change him up a bit and get him a bit faster, but at the moment she's quite powerful, 20,000 hit points, 1.25 attack, 200 speed, 92 crit rate. I mean, it's a nice build, it's a solid build. My Sierra is my funniest build because she's Despair, not Vio. She's speed, hit point, attack, and yes, she takes a lot of people by surprise, and she has a lot of clutch stuns. She's 212, she's got 25,000. I did have her a little bit better in this, 30,000 hit points, but 26, almost 27,000 is good enough. My Fat Lushan, 210 crit damage, 100% crit rate. And then if we go along, you'll see my Speed Lushan, who's 230, 100% crit rate again, 150 good boost, 1600 attack. All really solid. My Retish is 40,000 hit points on 215 speed. K defense. My lag is one of my favourites. You look at his attack, plus 1.747 on 160 crit damage. He hits like a tank, unbelievable. And my Gani's 242 with 30,000 hit points almost, and he is Via Will. So you can see my monsters. I've got a Via Will Tyrannus, and he's got 1,000 defense and over 100 attack, 100 plus 100 speed. Not enough hit points, but he does the job that I want him to do, because I don't generally take him against a defense breaking team. So I'll take him against teams with no defense break, and I can't really do him too much damage. And then, yeah, probably my Tiana. She's really fast. She's not really fast, but she is fast, because you try and get her fast with 96 base speed. Good luck on that. So she's plus 183, which makes her 279. And she's on the crit damage build. This is the rune on Vela that I took off. So shield, you don't need to put on shield at all, but I've just got it because it's my best set, because that's got speed 26. I've got nothing else that fast. And it's just defense. And yeah, all the grinds. It's a really nice little build. Yeah, good first turn. And Iris I've just rebuilt, hoping that, because I've just faced a few Irises that have just caused me hell. And I use my Iris, and it's like I've got Despair on her, and I have to keep checking to make sure I've actually got Despair on her, because she never bloody stuns anyone. But here we've got the speed, hit point. It's a really good build. You're talking almost 28,000 hit point, 1.1 defense, 230 speed. It's a nice build, but yeah, she's a bit of a pain. My Fran, again 220 on Fire Will. She's not bad. Nice little bit of defense, 1k defense. She doesn't like topple after one hit. My Lauren, who's 257. I had a beautiful ruin here, 26 speed. Just got that for a re-app. So she's speed, critical damage, hit point via Nemesis. So she does an alright job. My Amda is 219. Nowhere near enough hit points to survive an arena, but he's alright. He does the job sometimes, but I don't use him that often, to be honest. And then my Faye, who's quite a good build actually, 88% crit rate, over 200 speed, over 1,000 attack, hard build. To build them fast and hard hitting is hard, but she does 30,000 on an attack buff, and that is more than enough for me. And finally, my Icarus, which is just 202 speed, 40,000 hit points, just shy. Beautiful monster. Let's see, my Molon Gani Icarus I use all the time. She's actually Swift Wheel, and she's hit point. Only way I could get the speed and get the hit points is just to go triple hit point on Swift. So yeah, just a quick outline of my monsters so you guys know what I'm playing with. As you see, you pretty much won't see a monster I use under 200 speed. I just don't. It is a speed game, and you need speed ruins. You should be. It's great to have violent sets and keep getting key monsters on your violent sets, but you need to make sure you're farming them giants and getting them giant sets for sure. Getting them Swift sets on a load of monsters, and it'll help you out loads. Okay, yeah, I'll be back again doing a bit of Siege maybe or something. Till then, yeah, Woody out.